Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I've had every fast food job you could think of. Like, it's sad how many fast food places I worked at. I worked at McDonald's, I worked at Hardee's, I worked at Chick-fil-A, I worked at Burger King, I've worked at, is that it? No. No, there's way more than that. I haven't had fast food in years. Wendy's. I've worked at Wendy's. I've worked at Martin's, which was like a grocery store. I was a cart pusher slash bagger slash cashier. I feel like I'm missing another place. It'll come to me in this video because I know I've worked more fast food than that. But anyways, why is it that people who work the hardest, literally work the hardest, get paid the least amount of money? Like, why is that? You guys, I've had those fast food jobs where I was only making minimum wage, and that was back then. So the highest paying fast food job I had was McDonald's, and that was back in 2013, 2014. I was making like $8.25, somewhere up in there. Y'all, when I tell you they worked me like a slave, they worked me like a motherfucking slave. Like, I cannot make this up. I cannot lie to you. Like, I worked so much harder physically and mentally there than when I was working like my 9 to 5 post college, like towards my degree. Like, I hated that job too. And y'all know I got stories for days when it comes to that job. But as far as like physical, like you sweating and you dying in there, like McDonald's, Wendy's, like those jobs were so hard. Y'all, it is so sad that you work so hard making the least amount of money physically. Like, I'm not saying I didn't work hard at the 9 to 5 that I quit and started my own stuff. I worked hard there too, but it's a different type of hard. Y'all, it's a totally different type of hard. If you work fast food, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. That is a totally different type of hard. Like, y'all, they used to have me in drive-through. Every job that I had doing fast food, I was in fucking drive-through. And you guys, let me tell you something about drive-through. Drive-through is the most annoying job. Like, people think like if I work fast food, you want to be in drive-through. No, you don't. Like, no, you don't. Y'all, you don't want to be in drive-through. Honestly, and anytime I went in for an interview, I would always ask, like, can you please put me in the back? Like, please, can I be a cook? Like, please let me be a cook, please. Because then people in that drive-through line, y'all don't, man. And then on top of that, it's just so much shit. And I'll never forget. I will never forget. It's so much shit that you gotta do. First of all, let's talk about the fact that you buy the window. So if it's hot, you finna be hot. If it's cold, you finna be cold. Like, you are by that window. So don't even try to be in no drive-through when it's 100 degrees outside. You can fucking cancel Christmas. You gonna be sweating in the food. Y'all, then it be the customers, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't eat fast food anymore, and I haven't in years, but I will never forget how annoying customers are when it comes to drive-through. And that's why, like, when I was eating drive-through and I no longer work there, like, I would try my best to not be annoying because I know how annoying people are. So not only are you taking orders, you gotta take. This was back then, so a lot of people paid with cash back then. Today, I don't know if anyone pays with cash, but back then, like, you had to pay with cash. Well, you didn't have to, but a lot of people pay with cash. So not only are you taking orders with one computer and you counting the cash to get to the people who always change their motherfucking order. You guys, it would be so annoying because you would say, is that it? And then you read it back to them verbatim. And they're like, yeah, that's it. Then they have the audacity. Bruh, they have the audacity to come to the window and change the shit up. And now you gotta redo their order on the computer. Now you got the cook cursing you out because he see the screen changing and he trying to make their damn burger when they said no pickle. Now they want to put pickle on it. And then you got your manager, hey, you holding up my drive-through time, bruh. And don't tell them, do not tell them that milkshake machine is broke. They gonna curse you out like you did it. Like, you the reason why it's broke. Y'all, like, fast food is no joke. And this was when I was like a kid and I had all the energy in the world and it was still not. Then people come to the drive thru, why you look mad? I am mad. I don't want to be here. What you mean? Like, are you asking me why I'm mad? I'm mad because I don't want to be here. Why is that so confusing to you? Like, you would be mad too if you only make $8.25 and do all this goddamn labor. And then I was always in the first drive-through, the first window. And not only are you taking orders, you cashing out their orders. At McDonald's, you had to make the tea too. And people will curse you out if that tea not right. I never liked sweet tea, so it's not like I could taste it and be like, oh yeah, it needs more sugar. Like, people will curse you out if that tea weren't right. Like at McDonald's, they do not play when it comes to their tea. So I say all this to say, like, Lord delivered me because, man, more power to the fast food workers out there. I don't think y'all get enough credit for how hard you be working. And then by the time you get off your shift, you're like done. Like you are physically done. And this, again, I was like 18 to 23. No, I started at Burger King. I was 16 to 23 years old working these fast food jobs and still tired as fuck after my shift. Like fucking tired, exhausted, done. And when them lines was wrapped around at Wendy's, I was trying to figure out, and this was before I was vegan, y'all. I'm trying to figure out, the Wendy's burger is good, bro, but it ain't as good as y'all making it out to be. Man, that drive-through line would be wrapped all the way down the motherfucking street. That Wendy's drive-through line would be like 2 miles long. I am not kidding you. I am not fucking kidding you. That shit is crazy. And I'm like, all this for a fucking junior burger. Man, I don't even know how I survived. I don't know how I survived. And then it's like management, they expected so much out of you. Like they want you to wash dishes, take orders, mop the floor, clean the bathrooms, make sure your drawer ain't short, provide good customer service. Oh my God. And I hated the second window too. The second window was really annoying too, because even though you didn't have to take all the orders, man, I hate to say this because I used to be that person too. I would place my order. I would be like, no salt on my fries. Because clearly I want fresh French fries. Like, I know. But then, like, when the person comes to the window, then they got to check their order. They opening up all the bags. And you just standing there like, management is about to curse me about this drive-through time. But you got to, like stand there and just wait for them to check all their sandwiches. And they want to taste the fry. And they'll be like, I told you I didn't want salt on these fries. Take them back. And you're just like, bitch. Oh my God. I hated that shit. More power to the drive-thru workers out there, man. Like, y'all are the real Super Saiyans because that shit is no joke. I would be dead exhausted. And then, oh, I also worked at Hardee's. I knew it would come back to me. And then they would get mad at you if you tried to get free food. Man, let me tell you this. Let me tell you what happened. I was working at McDonald's and I was new, like second or third day, right? And so I'm working the front line. Because like when you're new, they don't put you in drive-thru right away most of the time. They have you like working the front. So someone told me they wanted I don't remember if they wanted an Oreo McFlurry or M&M McFlurry, whichever one it was. I actually made the opposite, right? So they were like, no, I wanted M&Ms, and I had made Oreo or whatever. So I was like, okay. So I put it on the top because I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna eat this on my break. Hell yeah. So I just put it on the top, make theirs real quick, boom. So I'm about to go on break anyway. So I'm taking off my apron. Like, yeah, I got me a free McFlurry. Management, nigga come up there, excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. The man come up there, he said, why is there an Oreo McFlurry on the thing? I was like, I was y'all, as I was talking, I was grabbing the McFlurry that I placed on top of the top of the thing that blends it. I was talking while I was reaching for it. I was like, yeah, I accidentally made, as I was reaching to grab to take out to the lobby with me, you know that motherfucker grabbed that shit out of my hand and threw it in the trash? He said, we don't eat, what he said? We don't eat messed up food or remakes. I was like, no, this nigga did not. Can't even get a free McFlurry. God damn.